y caballeros, con ustedes la máxima figura de todos Los Ángeles. Él es El Cibernético, alongside with Mr. Grand Slam himself, Mr. Rockin' Reese.
Yo, it's everybody coming live from 215 on location. This is on location tonight here at the one and only Murphy's Bar. I'm partying out with my girl Kristen. Happy birthday. Chilling with my family. I understand EL.CIBERNETICO. Do I hear my boy Mr. Jones somewhere in the background too? Is he out there?
All the way from the big old Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, that is, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Jones.
Hey, yo, Chico.
Already?
What's up, WCC family? Yeah, it's your boy, Mr. Jones, live direct from WCC, Columbus, Ohio. How everybody's doing out there? Hope y'all having a nice, wonderful day.
Oh, man. Speaking for every Hispanic out there, thank you very much for asking, Mr. Jones. By the way, if you've been living or sitting or staying under a rock, in case you haven't realized, Alberto Del Rio is now your world heavyweight champion. Congratulations, by the way.
Yes, man. Finally. I gotta say, this is probably the best way to open up to 2013 is a new world heavyweight champion. Sorry, Big Show, about your luck.
I'm still not satisfied at the fact that he ended up being a face doing this. I don't know what's going on with that and why, Maurice.
Yo, I gotta admit, to be honest, I'm kind of digging the Del Rio a little face turn here because you know why? Because let's face it, Bill could play both ways, to be truthful. Because you know why? He could do a little something where it's alright, he could be the benevolent Latino representative, but then when you work it down, you could say, suckers, or I don't know how you say suckers in Spanish, but it was pretty much, yeah, you can work a lot of ways with Del Rio. Show he's got some versatility.
Right. I mean, I gotta admit, Sean, he was a face in AAA and CMLL, but, dude, I like him. I like him.
Well, it's like that thing. It's like with Randy Orton. Everybody loves him as a heel. He's good as a heel. But I have to agree with El. I like him as a heel. This whole thing as him as face is really fast-paced. It's just kind of, spontaneous. Just okay, he's a face now. But at the same time, I'm happy that he got what he wants. Because I want to say about a year ago, he's been posting oh man, you're not doing anything with me. I don't like this in WWE. And I'm just kind of
Destiny. Yeah, but you know what? I gotta say though, but I think a lot of it with Del Rio being face is it's probably because Ricardo's popularity is the fans are digging more on Ricardo a little bit though.
Whoa! Are you saying that the only reason Alberto is champion is because of Ricardo?
No, I'm saying why Alberto is a face now is Ricardo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I ain't saying it was because Sammy. No. And by the way, speaking of which, I got a little beef with everybody.
Oh.
Because, yeah, and that is the fact that I kind of meant to promote this a little earlier, but it seems like a lot of people was a little bit upset about WWE posting on their page the Del Rio won before SmackDown aired last night.
Well,
now,
ladies and gentlemen, on the other side is Rockin' Reese holding up the title to go against the whole world.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right. Yeah, I just want to say to all you hypocrites that were pissed off for WWE posting Del Rio's title change before it aired on TV. Let me put you in the Wayback Machine to April 2011. 48 hours after Christian became World Heavyweight Champion in a ladder match at Extreme Rules, he goes to SmackDown, has to defend the Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton. Yeah, and we all remember how that happened. Orton would wind up winning the title. Guess what I see, not on WWE.com, but on Facebook and on YouTube because of you, the fans. I'm seeing video clips of the tail end of that match where Christian dives off the ropes only to get caught with an RKO, if not the entire match itself. So guess what? All y'all complaining about WWE.com posting the 2 Intercontinental title changes and now posting this World Heavyweight title, guess what? Y'all are the ones who should be blamed for WWE doing it, because guess what? If WWE didn't post it, y'all would have wound up posting it before the end. So I don't want to hear nothing out of any of y'all. End of discussion.
Yeah,
Wow. Mr. Jones, would you like to retaliate first?
Actually, I think I will not retaliate. I won't even step in the ring on that one. Wow. I will say this. You know, he does bring a good point. You know, we do have dirt sheets. We do have people who go to the shows and then post what they've seen at the taping. I do have to say that. But at the same time, I will say this. WWE, I feel, is kind of biting their own foot, you know, when it comes to them posting stuff up, you know, on their own webpage and saying spoilers. You know, like, hey, you know, you're kind of losing ratings, so wouldn't that just mean, you know, no ratings for SmackDown this Friday? Will we see low ratings? Will we see a change in WWE taping and live events?
Interesting debate, but at the same time, I think it was the Latino community. I would have expected a fight in the ratings because, they say, what, Del Rio won the title? And it's like, especially when you hear about what led to it, it seems like Big Show going off for the Latino community. I'm like, they hearing this, and this is how Del Rio's turning. I was like, yup.
My thing is, couldn't they wait till they come to Texas? I mean, they'll be in Texas in about 2 weeks.
Well, actually, isn't that where? Actually, they'll be there. Aren't they there this week? From the 20th.
Well, this Friday they're in LA. Next Friday they're in LA. So.
Oh.
I know they're coming to. So.
Yeah.
Either next week or in 2 weeks, either one. But still, couldn't they wait till they come to LA at least? I'm just saying.
They're going to be at SummerSlam, obviously.
Right. But
yeah.
I gotta agree with what Maurice said. Technically, you know, yeah, you're right about everything. And I also gotta agree with Joey Styles. Joey Styles pointed it out, I believe, on Twitter. He said, hey, look, all you guys always go to spoilers. You guys read the dirt sheets. You guys read this and that. Well, shoot, why don't you just come to WWE directly? Perfect. For some weird reason, there's times I don't watch SmackDown live. I'll just read the spoilers, and it's like, all right.
Yeah. I do got to admit, though, I did watch this. I still watched it. And I got to admit, I'm going to give Del Rio genius points on this one because I thought that was clever to knock the table on him.
Yes. Very.
But here's a question, and this goes out to everybody, and if any representative of WWE, you know, because this is a strong debate about, you know, the spoiler thing. My thing is this: will WWE actually start doing live shows every Tuesday? I mean, seeing how they are, they're taping on Tuesday. You know, there's a live show Tuesday, but it's a taping that they'll show Friday. Will be more beneficial if they do like Raw Monday, SmackDown Tuesday, Tuesday. I'd say something on 2 days in a row.
Yes.
Right. I mean, it sounds predictable. I mean, it really does sound predictable. I wouldn't mind seeing SmackDown Live on Tuesdays either, but it kind of sounds like a real good idea.
I think they'll only do it like, I don't know, they may either go live if they're planning a title change from now on, but it's like, as far as like anything else, I think they'll still stay recorded. Yeah, but speaking of, go ahead, Sean.
All I was just saying is that, I'm kind of looking after the business, it's like, you have to look at it from all angles, and you got fans who are upset, but people who are like me, well, I'm busy on Friday, but Tuesday, we'll like. I think we all would like to see wrestling almost every day, but at the same time, it's just kind of hurting that community.
Yeah, that's good. But speaking of last night's SmackDown, things was getting personal. CM Punk going to Sunlight City, going into you, and told The Rock that, your old building, the place where you saw your glory days, is gone, just like your place here in the WWE glory days is gone. I was like, there's no room for you in my WWE. And then on top of that, he had the Rock's U jersey. The boots, they're like, I'll tell you this, like, and although I am not a Hurricanes fan by any stretch of the imagination, I'll tell you this, you do not disrespect the U.
Right.
But then again, I was like, what's your take on CM Punk hitting up at the U and stuff? And that whole little promo they did at Sunlight.
I thought it was.
Go ahead, son.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just saying it was. It never fails. They just show what they can do. Like, I love the whole beef between CM Punk and Rock.
My thing is this. They should have been. It was a little bland. It was decent. And then not because I hate Punk. It's not that. Producer-wise.
You hate Punk? You hate Punk? No.
No. But producer-wise, it was like you should have gone a little more deeper into that. Remember when $1 Million Man was talking shit about Tito Santana? You know how $1 Million Man showed up to the hood looking at a Hispanic home with a bed out on the floor, out on the street, trash all over the place, a broken down home basically? That was genius. That was genius. This, I'm wearing a jersey, I'm on the field.
Yeah. So, just to go on a side note here, for anybody who are football fans right now, Broncos and Ravens are about 36 seconds away from going into overtime right now. It's just an update. Anyway, but leave it to the great one to like have his own response. But Teledek, Punk, about the only day you need to worry about the Royal Rumble when I come kick that cookie puss ass. Try to say that one a couple times fast.
Oh.
But before The Rock would get through with his promo, he was rudely interrupted by Team Rose scholars. Who naturally enough went through their whole question phase, but that didn't work out so good, did it, El?
Unfortunately, let's just say this. Oh man, I give mad props to The Rock. He knew the 3 questions, by the way.
Yeah, but I was like, you know, it's the thing that like cracked me up was like, I was like, what do you call? And by the way, hey Heather, this is why I like messaged you last night telling you would love the promo before it aired, because I was like, I knew like when The Rock called it standout, like something that looked the spawn of Abraham Lincoln after he got busy with a gremlin. That was just fun. Actually, now that I looked at it, he do kind of got that Abraham Lincoln thing going on a little bit, just stand out. Yeah. And then, then I gotta say, I cracked up for The Rock when he was like, when he like busted out the little bit of intellectual on his own. It was like, oh wait a minute, standout can't fool. And believe it or not, that was actually the only question that's actually one of the questions I actually managed to get right when it comes to the final one. But then I was like, oh, standout can't foolishly answer this question. And I was like, yep, he did.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I did, but he wasn't saying that after that rock bottom, though.
All right.
Just as much as like Cody was saying you're welcome after he took. And by the way, on the side note, Josh Matthews, can you get some enthusiasm, dude? Because at least when the King would get ready to deliver the people's elbow, it was like, at least he would hype it up. It was like dead air, like the entire move through.
God bless JBL.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, hey, it's up to say you call that move like it deserves it. It's the most electrifying move in sports entertainment. The people's elbow. I did that little 3 seconds. The people's elbow. But I'll tell you, go.
Let's go ahead and switch gears real quick. This Sunday, Genesis TNA, Impact, TNA, Total Nonstop Action, Impact Wrestling, whatever it is you want to call yourselves. This Sunday, Jeff Hardy going on against Bobby Roode against Austin Aries in a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship.
All I gotta say is Jeff Hardy.
Who's going for the points on that one?
I will be going with Bobby Roode for points.
I'll be going with my boy Jeff.
Good. Let's see. If I had to hook somebody on this one, I'm going to say the Egos are going to cost everybody, and like Hardy will retain.
Once again, TNA going with Jeff Hardy as champ?
Well, I'll even break it down like this, with TNA. They should go ahead and give the championship to Bobby Roode, but I think they're going to try to build him up just a little bit more. I mean, don't get me wrong, Austin Aries, he was cool when he won the title, but just like the Kendall with a wick, it seemed like it's dying down with him. Like, he's good on the mic and amazing in the ring, but I think TNA is kind of losing its fire underneath.
All right.
And with Jeff Hardy, I mean, Jeff is still going strong. He's still, selling merchandising and stuff like that, and everybody will still like to see the title around him. But I think it'll be the best choice to give it to Roode. But because in the Fantasy League I got Hardy, I would like to see Hardy win it.
All right. Also going down this Monday night, it's the 20th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. What can we expect on this one?
Wow.
Mayhem, and more mayhem.
Exactly. I think we may even see the return of the Undertaker, or even a mention of the Undertaker.
Ooh.
That would be awesome. Well, but I know one person will definitely see. This is in Houston. The Rattlesnake will be there. Oh. Hey, because there will be some hell being raised.
And might we hear the band? Will we hear Sweet Chin music? Seeing how we are in Texas.
Oh, makes sense. Hey, he was on the very first episode. I don't think that band.
Just had to throw that in there.
Yeah. But, yeah, it would make sense because HBK was on the very first episode of Raw, as was The Undertaker.
Breaking news, in case you guys have been reading up, NXT got a new training coach, and his name is Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn replacing Bill DeMott. Ouch.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was about to say, Billy Gunn is an NXT trainer. I actually like this move because Gunn's been an opener. He's been a mid-carder. He's been a main eventer, although never a world champion. But, yeah, he's been, like, all around the card. So it's like he can know how to – he's somebody who knows that has some longevity and, like, it gets something out of people. So,
right. I mean, they can't go – say what? You can't go wrong with Billy Gunn. You really can't.
Gentlemen, I'm going to have to disagree with both of you. The only reason I like Bill DeMott is because he still comes from that old school wrestling where let's beat your ass and then get in the ring.
Exactly. I'm just shocked that he's gone because, you know, Bill, he's been around as a trainer for years, almost I want to say 10 years now.
Yeah, it's like, and I gotta admit, like, Billy's still in fairly decent shape though. So I was like, yeah, so I was like, go ahead.
So, gentlemen, prediction time. So, what are we going to see for the next couple of weeks? Is about going to Hollywood.
You know what? Last week I said yes. This week I may actually change my opinion because I did forget one thing. That there could be a disqualification that could happen somewhere in this one. I'm like, yep. I'm saying no, the belt does not go to Hollywood, but I do have The Rock winning the match.
Rock wins the match, but Punk retains.
Yeah, I'd say disqualification most likely.
All this hype, and then it just dries out like that?
Yeah, because you know what? Either, remember, you could go work this a couple weeks between now and Elimination Chamber as like, or either like Punk wins one, but then somehow Rock gets it in the Chamber. So it's like, I gotta admit, WWE is really going to try and keep this one up in the air and have us guess it, which I think they need to do.
Mr. Sean Jones.
My intake, you know, it's really a toss-up. Really, it is because I mean, after all, you do have The Rock, and there's so much to gain and so much to lose. You know, and I'll put it like this: with The Rock, if The Rock takes the title to Hollywood, yes, he'll get, you know, a lot of air, you know, a lot of steam with the belt, you know, with his movies coming out here in the spring or summer, however,
And plus, they'll give him more credibility saying, yes, I still have it in the ring. And, it's a title match. And you're going up against their youngest lion. For CM Punk, if he keeps it, it's a legit that no one, and I said this in other shows, if he wins it against The Rock, no one can say he never did nothing. He never went up against nobody.
Well, if he excluding John Cena, though, obviously, because that's about the only person you can say that he beat.
Right. I was going to say that too, Maurice. Thank you very much.
Well,
hey, great minds think alike.
Everybody kind of discredited him because he went up against Kane and Daniel Bryan. Or was it John Cena? I'm sorry.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I thought it was, but...
Oh, I'm not going to discredit any of his wins. It's just like, if you look at it on a... Well, if you look at it on a, like, big match kind of thing, realistically, the only two people you could, like, say would be John Cena or did WrestleMania with Jericho.
Yeah, and that too. And it's just, and by the way, I did see the CM Punk DVD, which is awesome.
Right.
So, but yeah, I'll say CM Punk does mess with people's minds. At the same time, CM Punk deserves to be what he is right now, and that's the WWE champion. He goes in that ring and puts it on the line.
Right. I'm still going to disagree. Punk shouldn't deserve to be champ. It's not because of the fact that, like I said before, and I say it again, it's not the fact because I hate the guy or anything like that. It's just the fact that the psychology-wise of all this bullshit that he gives you guys, or not you guys, but, the whole WWE universe that follows him, that psychology he throws at them, it's like, he's just brainwashing these fools. It's like, and they don't even notice it. Understandable, he is a wrestler, great talent, don't get me wrong, great mic skills and everything. But the psychology-wise is like, dude, it's black. When you see that DVD and CM Punk is talking about how they took the belt away from him and they put it on somebody else, and then, they look at him like, oh, you're not really what we're looking for, you're not. They're right, they're actually right. Because they're forgetting, one thing they're forgetting, when you're in Ring of Honor, you're a wrestler, but when you're in WWE, you're a superstar. In other words, you're on TV.
And that's messed up because either way it goes, when you're in the ring, you're an entertainer.
Hey. But overall, even Stone Cold said it best. Sometimes you need to bring that inner character out. And I'll admit, Punk still doesn't do it. He rather get political. He rather do his own thing. Oh, I'm gonna drop a pipe on those. And speaking from last night, Maurice, I'm gonna use on airlines. That shit was fake.
Ding ding.
It's like, dude, understandable. That's like if Del Rio next week starts dropping pipe bombs. Is it ever gonna fall in love with them now?
Probably most likely, but it's like this, and this is like the thing I've been seeing ever since that night in Las Vegas. I don't know why people are still like slurping CM Punk like he the man.
Really?
Like I said, I even called it before. Like even the night that it happened, I posted in the group about the Raw logo coming on before like the end of the show, and I was like, and then as soon as he cut it, my very first words were, dude, I ain't buying a single word of this because it's worked.
Right.
The logo is on there. It's like, oh, wait a minute, something's going to happen that they going to expect us to like believe like a shoe, and I'm like, not buying it.
Exactly. Me either. The thing is like I said, yeah, he's a great talent, he's this and that, but it's like, what have you done lately, though? It's like, have you captured my attention to be like, oh my God, I need your shirt? No. But I didn't even buy the DVD. I had to fucking Netflix it. people said it was so good that you gotta go buy it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna fucking waste $20 on this punk ass. Let me fucking watch this on Netflix. Oh mate, it was done correctly. It was recorded correctly. It was edited correctly and everything. But did I believe anything they said? No. But overall, I mean, you know, that anybody could do it. Anybody, like that recording, that posting I put on YouTube last night. I mean, the same thing goes. It's like everything he says, everything he's done. It's like, okay, you're a jerk. Big deal. Anybody could be a jerk. Anybody could be a fucking jerk. It's like, big deal. It's like, okay, you're talking shit. Woo, woo, woo. And that's it. It's like, wow, that's it. There's nothing else.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what? I'll go for a point. I'll name, like, somebody who, like, really, like, went off on a pipe bomb. It was like, I think back to, like, Bret Hart and his final little stint at WWE when he went off on Shawn. And I was like, oh, you come out here and you're, like, pussyfooting around with your little injury or whatever, or he talked about, like, half of the stuff that Shawn Michaels will wind up doing or whatever. And it was like, he reversed to like Cal, and it's like, it wasn't the fact that Bret was the one who changed. It was the fans who were changing. It was like, yeah, now that was a legit pipe bomb, because he was pretty much calling us out on how we, like, American fans are like, yeah, we're just like changing this stuff, and it was like, yo, we're becoming like we're going with the cool rebel anti-hero, yada yada yada.
Right.
All that good stuff.
But overall, hey, this Monday, I'll give you guys my full prediction. But right now, I'm gonna go with Maurice is saying. Basically, you know, Rock wins via countout or disqualification or some bullshit, and that's gonna lead to a rematch, probably at the Chamber.
Good.
You know, that's all. I mean, I'm agree with Maurice so far right now where he's going with this. So far, he's on the right track. But after Monday, I'll give a full prediction. I want to see what's the whole retaliation on both sides now. You know.
Yeah, but, you know, come Raw this Monday, yeah, hell's going to break loose.
Better. Yeah, that's like, I do want to check something that I heard through the rumor mill. Apparently, one of the people who may be showing up may be Medusa.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we all remember her history with I was about to say, could you imagine if she were to show up? I was like, there'd be quite a few divas who may not be excited about that return.
That is true. I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah, especially like taking their belt and like throwing it into the trash can or whatever on Nitro.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I got another. I actually got something else there. It's like, that'd be interesting. Could you imagine the Eric Bischoff return this Monday night?
Ooh.
Yeah, because you think there's been a low. Yeah, because I brought this up on Ring Rockers Wednesday. Like, one of the biggest shocks to me in Raw history was Vince McMahon and Eric Bischoff hugging on the Raw stage.
Hugging it out.
Yeah, I was like, when he like literally announced Eric Bischoff's name as general manager of Raw, like, I don't know whether I wanted to have like a heart attack, whether I wanted to like go into a total shock or whatever. It was just like who the hell did he say?
Right.
Because I like heard the name. I like saw the man walk out, but it was just like when everything was trying to register, I'm like, I'm seeing it. I don't believe it, and I know I ain't going crazy. I was like, yep, it's him. I was like, yeah. I was about to say, I was waiting for somebody to say that, like, oh, hell's freezing over now. McMahon and Bischoff furnace.
Yeah, I thought it really did.
Yeah, I thought it did too. Like, even if you go so Raw before One Night Stand, where you literally had McMahon, Bischoff, and Paul Heyman all in the same ring at the same time, and I'm like, wow, you have the owners of WWE, WCW, and ECW all within fingers length of each other.
Crazy, man. All you people out there who are listening, this is WCC Breakdown. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at WCC Live. If you got Facebook, make sure to add us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Wrestling Commentary Central. Be sure to check us out probably tomorrow night, possibly, not too sure yet, but possibly tomorrow night after TNA and Genesis. Hopefully we have a new World Heavyweight Champion, something to talk about. If not, we'll see you guys on Monday with Mr. Team Bring himself and Maurice at the Uncensored Show.
And don't forget, Overload Tuesday nights with the
Overload on Tuesday nights.
Yes, Overload every Tuesday night.
With those two handsome gentlemen that you're listening to.
Thank you, Mark.
Mr. Jones. I'm trying to give you all some props right there.
There you go. We'll see you guys. Keep subscribe to our YouTube channel at Spawn 2011 #3, and we'll see you guys real soon. Thanks, guys.